What's going on YouTube? Our last track outing, we had a bunch of customers ask exactly how much weight the anti-gravity battery saves from going from the stock battery to the anti-gravity. So today we're going to get you the weights and show you what you need to do in order to convert your GT500 over to use the anti-battery. Let's take a look. So as you can see, it mounts in the factory box just like your factory battery. No issues there. We are utilizing the MMR battery mount for a S550. Mind you, it will not bolt straight in. The hardware that comes with the MMR kit is based off of a Coyote S550, and apparently the battery trays are different because the hardware that's supplied for the plate itself is about a 1/4 inch short every bolt. So we'll show you that, and you will need to source that at your local hardware store. But let me go ahead and get this pulled out, get it beside the factory battery, and we'll do a weight comparison of the factory battery versus the anti-gravity battery. To show you, as we're taking it out, just undo those two Allen bolts, and you can take the battery and the top bracket piece off. You will see that I did do Velcro, two-sided tape Velcro on both the bottom and the mounting plate, just to give this more stability once you put it down before you put the bracket on. So we go ahead and get this out, and then I'll show you. We'll go ahead and move those 3 bolts that are holding the mounting bracket to the battery mount case. All right, guys, so we got it out of the car. As you can see on the right-hand side here, this is the supplied hardware that comes with the MMR mount. So, of course, those 2 long bolts are used with these spacer offsets for the bottom, and then the third one there goes on the small side right there. So that's the hardware that comes with it. The small one is actually used on the bottom of the battery mount posts. I'll flip it over here in just a second to show you, but the head of this is too thick. So when it comes to fitting inside the car, it would then have the mount resting on the head of that bolt. So I end up having to drill down the back side of the plate here, which I'll show when I flip it over, and use a flatter head bolt. So as you can see, we had to replace all the hardware with about a 1/4 inch longer bolt on each corner so that it would reach inside the car in order to secure it to the factory box. So you see the difference there in the hardware. And to show you what I was talking about here, we switched over to a button head bolt in order to have the clearance, because again, this one that's supplied by MMR is way too thick of a head. So I'll show you what we did in here, and then we drill down a little bit to give it enough indentation for that button head bolt. So it mounts in there just like factory. We'll put the factory battery back in here, use the factory battery bolt and spacer in order to lock it down. But let me get you the side-by-side weights of what the ATI battery is against the factory one. Just to show you real quick before we weigh them, the drastic size difference between the factory style battery and the ATI. It is drastic. So let's get the batteries with all of their hardware and the mount weights on film, and we'll get you the total. All right, we got the factory battery with the factory battery hardware. Let's get a weight on there. With my son, 125.4. All right, now we're going to do the anti-gravity battery with mount and hardware. .2. 101.2. All right, so 125.4 minus 101.2 equals 24.2 pound weight savings. 24.2. Not bad for just swapping a battery out. So definite must if you're trying to save weight, especially off the front of the car. So let me get you guys the totals of what costs are for the battery and the mount and the extra hardware I had to buy, and get you guys a wrap up of the total package.
All right, guys. I'll put the prices up on the screen here with me, but want to get you guys a breakdown of each part number and its cost in order to be able to duplicate the swap that we did for this video. So the primary component, of course, is your anti-gravity battery. Part number is AG-ATX20-HD, and retail on that is $449.99. Sadly, the battery terminals are not provided with the battery and are a add-on. So you would need to pick up part number AG-TA-1, and retail on the pair is $15.99. If you do not own a battery charger, you'll definitely need to pick one up. For the purpose of this video, we purchased a CTEK battery charger, part number CTEK 56-958. Retail on those is $116.99. The MMR battery mount, part number 777359. Retail on those is $169.99. And last but not least, of course, as mentioned, the MMR mount did not come with proper hardware for the GT500. So we had to go to True Value with the hardware supplied by MMR and source quarter-inch longer bolts for each bolt mentioned. So those replacement bolts cost us $15.50 for the four. So grand total of the whole package mentioned is $768.46. That does not include tax or any shipping. But if you'd like to duplicate this combination for your GT500, you can reach out to us at 540-317-0479 or reach us by email at Bowenzmotorsportsllc@gmail.com, and we will definitely hook you up. Just mentioned you watched the video and want the same combination for your GT500, and we'll save you. Till next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.